This is Sergeant Sarah Ashton-Cirillo of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, and you're watching Episode 8 of Russia Hates the Truth, a program focused on countering Russian propaganda, disinformation, and lies, and most importantly, on bringing you the truth about Ukraine's war for liberty and liberation direct from Kyiv. We lead today with words from the Russian tyrant himself, Vladimir Putin. Yesterday, in an interview with the TASS propaganda channel, the dictator decided to address the outcome of the recently concluded NATO summit. With the results of Vilnius showing that Ukraine is a clear and valued partner to the West, Putin tried to spin the outcome, saying, quote, "As for Ukraine's membership in NATO, we have repeatedly said that this poses a threat to Russia's security." First, a little advice for you, Vlad. Just because you and your sycophants repeat something over and over doesn't make it true. Russia hates the truth that Ukraine is not only on a pathway to join NATO, but they can't do anything to stop it. The only threat to Russia is Putin himself. For more than 500 days, the war criminal has overseen the destruction of his once vaunted military while being the driving force behind the international isolation of his country. NATO is a defensive organization, and Ukraine is fighting a war for survival, liberty, and liberation. It's time to die, Vlad, before you do even more damage to your people and all of humanity. As a headline recently stated, Russian investors are buying up property in temporarily and illegally occupied Mariupol. This Russian attempt at profiting from the blood of Ukrainians isn't isolated to just the seaside city. Reports coming in from across the temporarily occupied lands suggest the same, including the continued theft of agricultural resources and businesses. This will be the worst investment of these criminals' lives. Russia hates the truth that Ukraine will liberate all of the currently occupied lands, and the Ukrainian people will soon celebrate a return to the country's 1991 borders. Those Russians who decided to gamble on the blood of civilians while falling for the lies and promises of the Putin regime will be facing a harsh reality. Count your money gone. The only people who will be living in the homes owned by Ukrainians and cultivating the land of Ukrainians are Ukrainians and their friends. And Russia? That doesn't include you. So get out, go home, and cut your losses while you can. Russia Hates the Truth is produced by the Territorial Defense Forces Media Studios under the command of Colonel Alexei Dmitrievsky. Visit our English and Ukrainian YouTube channels to watch all of our exclusive content direct from the front lines of Ukraine's war for liberty and liberation. Slava Ukraini!